Yes, once again, my name is Mr. Ngige, and I'm your trainer in TCP/IP and networking. I hope you're well. Let's look at our lab experiment number 6. We are going to configure SSH on a router, Cisco Packet Tracer. SSH is a remote access protocol. I remember in our previous video, we looked at SSH and as one method of accessing a network remotely. So in this experiment, our aim is to configure it. The resources that you require, you need a hardware, a software. By this I mean a PC or laptop installed with Cisco Packet Tracer. For our experiment, we are going to do two things. We are going to configure, as shown in figure 1, a PC, a router. So the router is going to be configured using a console cable. This is for the management purposes, and I would encourage anytime you are configuring the intermediary devices like routers and switches, learn to be using a console. Then we are also going to configure in exercise 2 or in figure 2 a switch. We also do configure it using console. So at the end of this lesson, ensure that in this experiment, the trainee are required to perform the following activities on the Cisco Packet Tracer: set up the physical topology in figure 1, configure the router interfaces, configure the switch SVI. SVI is switch virtual interface, VLAN 1, set up SSH configuration on the router, and set up SSH configuration on the switch. Then verify SSH configuration on router and on another PC, one device. So it's good you know that you are going to verify both on the router and on a switch. So the kind of topology they are shown up there in our previous slide. The configuration is that you need to configure first to activate the interfaces. So the router needs to be activated. Then also you need also to, for remote access, kindly ensure that that interface or the port is activated using the correct IP address. Also for remote access, you need to activate the SVI. So ensure you activate this VLAN. So background preparation, in this activity will continue to configure the switch 2911 router and switch 2960 for the LAN network by configuring the SSH remote access. For this activity, both the user and a privilege exec passwords are JNNP. So ensure that you use your passwords as JNNP. I'm going to show you where you're going to enter this password in our configs that I've already configured, and I'm going to share with you during this presentation. So SSH configurations commands for the router and switch have been provided. So that one I've provided, yours is to follow. So practice as you follow the video presentation. So as you watch this video, kindly ensure you take note, cognizant of the commands. So how do we set up the SSH? Number 1, set up a host name and domain name. SSH requires a host name and domain name to generate encryption keys. Step 2, generate RSA encryption keys. SSH requires RSA keys for encryption. Step 3, enable SSH version 2. By default, SSH version 1 may be enabled. Use version 2 for security. Configure a local user for SSH access. SSH requires local authentication. Create a user with a strong password. For our case, this is where I said we are going to use JNNP. Yes, so this is the case. Number 5, step 5, enable SSH on VTI lines, restrict access to SSH and disable telnet. Step 6, optional, set an SSH timeout when the authentication retries. To improve security, configure an idle timeout and limit failed login attempts. Save configurations, so verifications commands, check SSH versions and status, check VTI line settings, test SSH from another device, e.g. a PC or another router. So SSH router configurations, I have already performed these commands. So yours just follow them, the ones that are written. So enter them exactly, the ones that you can see in bold after this enable, the hash, the config. So these commands, enter them in your packet tracer and so SSH router configurations commands, they are continued. So for each step, I've demonstrated them, I've illustrated. So this is all that you need to do. So follow these commands and enter them in your packet tracer. So also for the switch configurations, I've already configured it for you. I've already put the commands. Ensure you follow these commands. SSH switch configurations commands. So continue with these commands. Enter them as they are. I hope you can see them. So now the next step is to verify the SSH configurations. So I would like to say that also it is also good to remember that you need to put the IP addresses on the PC. Then when you are doing the SSH, this is the command that you're going to put. SSH hyphen L. This is L. Admin 192.168.1.1 to check address. The password will be prompted for password. Enter JNP and see the results. Then also verify the IP address has been configured assigned by pinging the LAN IP address. So of the Cisco 2911. Then trace. I would also want you to learn this command, the trace. So also write trace, then the command, the IP address of the destination. So once I configured, these are the results that we expected to get. SSH, I use the SSH hyphen L admin. So it prompts you for a password, enter JNP. Then this is the prompt that you get. So on the section, trace. So here we said you don't use trace. Also, this is a continuation of the CMD prompt verifications results. This is whereby you put trace 192.168.1.1. So ensure you follow this. This one will guide you because I've already configured it for you and shared the commands and the results. So as you do this, so kindly ensure that you practice and also like, share, and subscribe to the video. So wherever you are. So maybe I can just illustrate that this is what I have. And if I go to the PC, CMD, then I do, for example, a ping. I ping, for example, a ping. This is the section whereby I expect you to come and do the pinging, the trace, and the SSH. So ensure you do this even as you meet your education goal. So I've been your trainer. Mr. Ngige, and I really long to see you grow. So if there is any question, kindly share that one on our video and on our YouTube channel, and enjoy your practice in TCP/IP networking. So thank you very much.